Hey guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to be interviewing Karl Morris, a golf psychologist, for helping out and working with European golf tour players as well as junior golfers. Karl Morris and his wife have done a lot for golf and Special Olympics.
Hello, Carol.
Hello, Brody. How are you?
Good, and we have some questions for you. So the first couple of questions are quick fires. So,
Okay.
rugby or football?
Rugby.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Glen Eagles or Golf View Hotel? No, Nairn.
Oh,
I get mixed up
Got
with Nairn and hotel sometimes.
it's gotta be Golf View Hotel at Nairn.
Okay. We love Nairn.
Nairn's a special place, isn't it?
Yeah, as
I
well
love
as
it up there.
St Andrews. Starbucks or Costa?
Oh, definitely Costa, Brody. I don't like Starbucks; it's too mild. I like the taste. I like the taste of Costa.
Okay. Haribo
Always-
or Chocolatto?
Chocolato.
Okay. Old Course or Augusta?
Old Course.
Why?
Just because of the history and the tradition, and I love being there. Augusta would be a nice second place, but the Old Course at St Andrews is something very special. So that's got to be number one for me.
Okay, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, neither. Don't like science fiction.
Ooh. What are the best tips you can give to junior golfers so to be relaxed and calm?
I think the number one thing, Brody, would be not to get too involved in the score. I think what can happen is when you start playing the game, you start loving hitting shots and you're out on the golf course and you like being with your mates and things like that. And then sometimes what happens is we get our handicaps down and it all becomes about scoring. And I think then it can sometimes get a little bit too much about the handicap and scoring and things like that. And it's always about remembering why you started playing the game in the first place, because you loved hitting shots. Well, actually, if you go out on the golf course and concentrate on hitting each and every single shot to the best of your ability, that's all you can do. And whatever the number is at the end of it will be the number. And then you just move on and play on the next one.
That's great advice for the junior golfers that are watching me.
Is it? I like that one.
Yeah, they'll like that one and love it. Okay, who is the highest ranked golfer you have worked with?
Highest ranked. I've worked with Graham McDowell for many years. Got to quite high in the world rankings. I've worked with Lee Westwood for a spell, who got to world number one. Louis Oosthuizen, who won the Open. So I've been lucky, really, with some good players.
Okay. Reviewed the fake and real Graham, not the real, the fake Graham McDowell. Go on to my YouTube and you'll be able to find him after this video.
Okay, which is that the Graham McDowell who teaches up in that neck of the woods?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I know Graham very well, and he's not the fake Graham McDowell. He's the real deal. His coaching and his teaching and his books are very, very special.
Okay. Out of all the golfing contacts in your phone, who would be the phone a friend if you were gonna win £1 million?
It would be a chap called Barry Hobson. who's an Irish international, a senior Irish international obviously in Ireland, and he knows everything about golf. He knows all kinds of trivial answers. If you asked him who came seventh in the Open in 1976, he'll know the answer to it. So he's a mine of useless information, but would be perfect on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Okay. He sounds like a great chap.
He's a very good chap. He's a good friend of mine, and we always have interesting conversations. And we always try and catch each other out with a question that we can't answer. So we're quite nerd-like, really, in some of the golfing questions that we come up with.
Okay. What advice can you give junior golfers after they free putt? And this is for my fans as well.
After they three putt, the most important thing that you can do after you three putt is to focus your attention, and this is really important, Brody, not on what's just happened, not on what might happen in the future, because if you start thinking about, you've got to make up for it on the next tee by hitting a longer drive, you've got to focus on something that is actually going on right here and now. Now, I want you to put your hand on your tummy for me. Just put your hand on your tummy, and just notice if you put your hand on your tummy, it's moving, isn't it? Yeah, because you're breathing. Now, when you focus on your breathing, everything seems to quieten down and calm down, and you're much more able to let go of that three putt that's just happened. All the best players in the world are very aware of the importance of breathing. In lots of other sports and martial arts, it's important. So every junior golfer should learn to do this. If you three putt, just focus on your breath for a few steps, and it'll calm you down. It'll reduce any anger, and it'll stop you getting ahead of yourself. It's one of the simplest things that you can do to be a better player.
All right, people that are watching right now. Okay, how can people contact you and book you for events?
Oh, that's very kind of Brody to ask that question. So they can go on the website, which is themindfactor.com, and there's things that you can have a look at, Twitter and things like that. But themindfactor.com is the main website, and that tells you what we do. We've been doing a lot of Zoom conference calls over the past few months, and while lockdown was on, because we couldn't do any live events, but hopefully we'll be doing live events soon when things get back to normal.
It'll be in the link down below. Okay,
Fantastic.
For that. Who do you nominate to be interviewed next?
Who do I nominate to be interviewed next? That's a really good question. I'm gonna nominate Gary Nicol, who's a golf professional up in Scotland, where you are. He's at a place called Archerfield, just over by Edinburgh, in between Muirfield and Gullen. And he's a very good golf professional. He's worked with a lot of top players, and we've written a couple of books together. One of them's called The Lost Art of Putting, and the other one's called The Lost Art of Playing Golf. And he'd be a very good man for you to interview.
Okay. Thank you for letting me interview you, and make sure to subscribe, follow the T's on, and hit that little bell. Well, that's the notice, and like the video if you liked it. Peace.
What a fantastic interview that was, and what a gentleman Karl Morris was. And don't miss out on my next videos, because you might miss out on some money can't buy tips. So make sure do not miss out on the next videos. Peace.